Awesome. So we're live here on Instagram, live on YouTube. And if you're watching the recording, it has the same power. So wonderful to have you here. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful people. And if you're not familiar with the gratitude flow, there were live sessions 2 weeks ago on Sunday, April 17th, on Sunday, April 24th. They're both on IGTV on Instagram and also on YouTube. So if you want to catch up before you start the gratitude flow, yes, there's still time for you to catch the fractal. You can start on any day of the week. But the thing is, it needs to be on the same day that you do the practice, same day of the week, I mean. So you wait a whole week, you wait 7 days for the next practice, because it takes 7 minutes to do each practice, but the 7 minutes are going to be active for 7 days. So that's how powerful Cardinal Method practices are. And you can't do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can't do this one day at a time. It needs to be a whole week to process and to receive the blessings of the practice. So there are very, very powerful things that we need to understand in this practice. The gratitude flow is light. It's just 7 minutes a week. So it's a very small time frame for you to dedicate. But there are some non-negotiables that create the structure of the flow. So if you choose to do this on Sunday, the next practice needs to be on Sunday, and then Sunday, and then Sunday. You can't do this on a Sunday and then decide to do it on a Tuesday, because that breaks the fractal. Okay. A lot of this is explained in live session number 1. So you can watch that on YouTube and on Instagram. Also, use the same crystal for the 7 weeks. So it's a 7-week practice, only 7 minutes once a day for 7 weeks. And don't change crystals, because that again is going to break the fractal. So do this for only 7 minutes. Each practice should last 7 minutes, no more and no less. Some people have said, oh, it just feels so good, I want to keep going and do this for 10 minutes or 20 minutes even. And I know that the Cardinal Method practices do create this spa for the soul sensation, which is what they're designed to do, right? To bring well-being, emotional and physical well-being. But 7 minutes are enough. And this is, again, very mathematical, very geometrical. There's research behind each Cardinal Method practice. So please don't break the fractal, okay? For this to work the way it's designed to work, do it for 7 minutes only, once a week, on the same day of the week, Sunday, 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 Monday, 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 whenever it is that you choose to do the practice, and use the same crystal always. Because again, we're creating structure for our lives to flow. So when it comes to spiritual understanding, a spiritual understanding of life, and this is the Cardinal Method perspective, there are no gray zones. We're either aligned or misaligned. Some areas of our lives may be doing much better than other areas. But if there's misalignment in our health, in our fitness, in our finances, in our professional life, in our relationships, we can work on that. So the gratitude flow is designed for us to, like all Cardinal Method practices in general. If you're a Cardinal Method practitioner, you know this from the techniques that you have learned, right? Everything in the Cardinal Method is designed to turn weight into strength for you. Everything that weighs you down can become strength for you as long as you follow the alignment that we can create together. And alignment is a powerful word, which brings us to the third practice of the gratitude flow, which is aligning the chakras, or more specifically, healing the chakras. In this book, Your Cardinal Connections, you have the gratitude flow described in chapter 7. And the practice of the gratitude flow, the hand positions and the crystal are here in the back cover. And you can find this on Amazon. It's really easy. But what I want to say here, and I want to also thank you all for being here live on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you for liking the video and for also sharing it with people. So I see some amazing Cardinal Method people here from our Cardinal Method community. Thank you for your presences, Isabella, Suzette, Janine. It's wonderful to see you guys. It's beautiful. So thank you for being here. And what I was saying is, the first practice of the gratitude flow was gratitude to God, right? Thanking God for our lives. Then on the second week, we thanked our ancestors and our parents for our lives. This third practice, it's awesome. It's one of my favorites because I love chakras. So a lot of my life is dedicated to chakra energy, to chakra research, right? We have the Cardinal Method meditations that are based on the chakras. Everything in the Cardinal Method is about the Hindu chakra system. So some of you are familiar, you know what I'm talking about. So the third practice is actually healing the chakras. And what is healing? Healing is going back to health, to the natural state of being. So we're naturally designed as human beings to be healthy and for well being. As I said in the beginning, Cardinal Method practices bring well being to you. It's a spa for your soul. Every practice does this. And when you do the third practice of the gratitude flow, you're not going to have an affirmation. So as I said, it's a little bit different from the other practices. It's just visualizing in silence. And there's a reason for this. Because hold on. Okay. The chakras are either aligned or misaligned, right? So healing the chakras mean aligning your chakras. And when you do this, immediately there's emotional well being. You balance your emotions when you balance and align your chakras. And if you're familiar with chakra theory, this is going to be easier for you to understand. The crown chakra in the Cardinal Method is the spiritual chakra in Hindu tradition. In the Cardinal Method, it brings infinite abundance to our lives. And in this practice, the third practice of the gratitude flow, the crown chakra aligns the chakras below it. So we're going to be focusing on the 7 main chakras in Hindu tradition, from crown to root, in silence. Because again, in the Cardinal Method, silence is the greatest soul healer. And let me be more specific. Conscious silence is the greatest soul healer. So once you have clarity about what needs to heal or align in your life, you can start healing that with conscious silence and dedication. So, this is a 7-minute practice that is really powerful and that's going to be ripple affecting throughout your week. 7 minutes can align 7 days, right? Can align your chakras and they will be active for 7 days until we meet again in our next practice, this is the fourth practice next week. So this is what I'm telling you. 7 minutes on the day of the week that you choose. If you choose Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whenever you choose, for 7 days, the 7 minutes are going to be active. And there are two things I want to mention before we dive into the practice and I explain it to you. We're not going to do the 7 minutes together. I'm going to explain the energy behind this, and then you're going to do the practice on your own, and I'm going to do it on my own. And I'll give you feedback here on Instagram and also YouTube about how my experience was with the gratitude flow. And I encourage you guys to do the same. You can even hashtag the gratitude flow and post it if you want, or send me a DM and do both, whatever feels right. Also, you can write us an email. I would love to hear from you. So if you're on YouTube, you can DM me on Instagram. And if you're on YouTube, the email is here in the chat box, Paola@paolaranova.com, and we can chat about your experience as well. So the feedback that I received, and I want to thank you for giving me feedback about the gratitude flow, is some people have mentioned in the 2 first weeks that they felt more physical well-being. There was chronic pain, and the chronic pain is better. It's subsiding. It's becoming less intense. And this makes total sense because in the Cardinal Method, first of all, congratulations for your dedication because you're healing yourself. When you do this, you're aligning your field. And in the Cardinal Method, nothing is just physical. Everything that manifests in the physical world is energetic and related to consciousness. So once you start healing and working on your emotions, your body will respond and life will respond accordingly. This is a very proportional existence that we have in our human experience. So the more you start aligning yourself, and this third practice is powerful because when you align all your main chakras, your life starts aligning. You're either in the on flowing with life, or there's stagnation, or there's blockage. And blockage can dissolve with Cardinal Method practices, and whatever was blocked becomes flow, which is possible as long as you believe it, as long as you dedicate yourself and allow the shifts to happen. So physical well-being is starting to happen to some people because you're releasing energetic blockages. You are expanding consciousness. And when you heal your chakras, it can be a big quantum leap for you. Okay. And this is a very, very powerful practice that we're going to do together. So how does it work? The third practice is about visualizing, not about affirmations. And this is another thing that I need to mention. And we do have a video on YouTube. You guys can watch it. It's a 7 steps to meditation that I developed for myself. It was my personal medicine, and then it became a Cardinal Method practice too. You can watch that one. And I explain that in some phases of meditation, when we focus, okay, I just showed up for meditation. I'm going to do this for 7 minutes. I'll be in the affirmations, it's easier because you're engaging your mind in affirmation. But when it's silent, like the third practice of the gratitude flow, it's easy to get distracted by flowing thoughts and chaotic thinking. Everybody gets distracted in meditation, and it doesn't mean you're not meditating. This is a big one. If the random thoughts start flowing around your mind, it means the meditation is working. It doesn't mean you don't know how to meditate. It's a purification process. Thoughts are evaporating, they're leaving your field. It's a cleansing process. It's part of it. It's part of the meditation. So when you visualize the chakras, if you're familiar with the chakras, it's going to be easy for you. But if you're not, you can just imagine light coming up and down through your spine. And I'm going to explain how it works. But let me give you a little tip and kind of a way to trick your mind if the random thoughts start flowing around. What you do is tell yourself, stop thinking, or think about something. The mind is going to do the opposite of that command. So if you say to yourself, stop thinking, you're going to think random thoughts. If you tell yourself, think about something, the mind stops thinking. It's going to do the opposite in this beginning. So that's a little bit of a trick that I suggest to people who are starting to meditate and who think that because random thoughts are flowing through, they're not meditating, but they are. Okay, so that's important. So how does it work? Let's start diving in the third practice of the gratitude flow. It's, as I said in the book, Your Cardinal Connections, it's in chapter 7. In aligning your chakras, healing your chakras is going to be acting on your cellular level. So the cover of this book, this is the inner child practice, but it's also a symbol of your cells in a perfect state of health and well-being. It's a human cell here too, symbolically. So this third practice of the gratitude flow is a visualization of your chakras to heal your chakras with your crown chakra taking charge. So your crown chakra is a place of limitless abundance. It's a place of spirituality, and it also governs the cells of your body. So when you imagine white light shining from the top of your head all the way down to the very last bone of your spine, that's all you need to do for 7 minutes. I suggest, and this is not mandatory, I do it and I suggest you do it, but you don't have to, that throughout the meditation, because it's silent, you place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth because that really aligns your crown chakra. It helps the pineal gland energetically. So you're just going to be visualizing. If you're not familiar with chakra theory, just imagine white light coming from the top of your head down to the last bone of your spine and then up again. Just traveling up and down your spine, breathing. You can breathe in, take your time, and then breathe out, taking your time. If you want, you can breathe in 4 seconds, hold your breath with full lungs for 4 seconds. Breathe out with 4 seconds and remain with empty lungs for 4 seconds. It helps you engage your mind also in the practice. It's just a suggestion. If you can't do 4 seconds for each part of the breath cycle, you can do 2 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever makes you feel comfortable. It's important to understand something. If it's hard and heavy on you, it's not Cardinal Method energy. The Cardinal Method is designed to be light. So if anything bothers you too much, if it's too uncomfortable, it's not Cardinal Method energy. So don't make it hard on yourself, okay? Just allow it to be light. And I'm going to read from the book because this is really quick. The third week is about healing your chakras. Again, healing is going back to health and well-being, going back to your natural state of health and well-being. Healing is aligning. And one of the reasons why we use crystals in the Cardinal Method is because they bring alignment to your energy field, right? So you're going to be, what are the steps? Holding the crystal in mandala mudra, place it on one hand on top of the other like this. Put your thumbs together and create a circle. This is called mandala mudra. It's on the back cover of the book, as you can see here. And you're going to rest your hands with the crystal and the thumbs together on your lap. Just make yourself really comfortable. You can be in lotus position or sitting on a chair. I do recommend you do the gratitude flow with a straight spine like this, connecting sky and earth or heaven and earth, right? With an aligned spine, especially the third practice. So breathing deep, breathing in and breathing out, just relaxing. And you're going to set the timer of your phone for 7 minutes. Every practice is 7 minutes long. So you just don't have to worry about the time. Just set it for 7 minutes. Breathe in and breathe out, visualizing white light traveling down from the top of your head to the last little bone of your spine and then traveling up. Just white light traveling up and down from your head to the very last bone of your spine. If you're familiar with chakra theory, if you're a Cardinal Method practitioner, if you're in our Cardinal Method meditations, you know the chakras, right? So you can imagine the light coming down from the top of your head, white light coming down from the top of your head, all the way down from the crown chakra to the root chakra, and then traveling up as if they were stories in a building. Root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, thymus. We include the thymus chakra in the Cardinal Method, throat, third eye, crown, and then all the way back. A light traveling down to the bottom of your spine, traveling up through the chakras. That's a suggestion as well. So in the book, this is how it goes. There are no affirmations. It's just visualizing. You will just engage in silent visualization in a vertical energy coming through each one of your 7 main chakras in the body. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. You will imagine the flow of each chakra moving from top to bottom, from crown to root, as you breathe deeply in silence. So it's simple, right? And it's designed to bring well-being. And again, the process brings well-being, but the results are going to be effortless throughout your week. So observe if you feel better, observe things expanding and aligning and feeling like they're coming into place and organizing, being purified. You can give feedback. I would love to know. You can DM me on Instagram and you can send an email to Paola at paolaranova.com, or comment below the video on YouTube or below the video on Instagram, whatever makes you feel good, right? And just do this. Hold the crystal in mandala mudra like that. Your hands with the crystal rest on your lap, breathing in and out. If you want to put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, you're welcome to do this. Visualize white light traveling up and down from your head to the bottom of your spine for 7 minutes, and just allow it. And if random thoughts come through, just embrace them. They're part of the meditation. It's a purification process of the Cardinal Method. It doesn't mean you don't know how to meditate. All right? So thank you so much, everybody, for your beautiful presences here. The gratitude flow is so powerful. Whenever you're watching the recording, you can start the gratitude flow any day of the week you want. Just respect that day of the week. If you need to catch up, you can watch the recordings of live session number 1 and number 2 on YouTube and on IGTV on Instagram. Thank you, everyone, especially those who are so connected to this practice and Cardinal Method practitioners. I see Fabiana here. It's great to see you. Many blessings to everybody. Take good care of yourselves. And I will see you guys for the 4th practice of the gratitude flow next Sunday at 6 p.m. US and Canada Eastern Time. And in the in the meantime, right, in between today, tonight, and next week, I would love to know how this has moved through your body and how your chakras are feeling more revitalized and healthy and awesome. So thank you so much, everyone, for your beautiful presences here, and I'll see you guys soon.